Hey guys, I am Player1, and today, if you haven't noticed, I have a little special thing going on. I've decided to do a quick little series. It shouldn't take too long. It's just going to be a very quick series, me talking about every Joker throughout the years. Not really included the animated series, we'll talk about those bonus-wise, but I'm talking about the actors that have been on screen. And if you can't tell who I am right now, well, maybe just think very far back, like Adam West far back, and I'm Cesar Romero. I have the mustache, the faded mustache, and the pink suit. I just wanted to kind of do this series because Jared Leto is the new Joker, and I know that's kind of all the hype right now, and I'm a little late to doing this, but this was kind of a little idea I wanted to do. If you didn't know, other than gaming and, like, loving, like, Batman and stuff, like, superhero stuff, I also do makeup, and I used to do makeup for all of our shows in the high school, and then I moved on to like stage management, assistant directing, so I don't do it as much anymore. So like I like to still do it, and I think it's like, it's a good hobby for me, and that's kind of the main thing I like to do. So right now I'm Cesar Romero. Quick comments about my costume, because like if you're, and I'm going to talk about this in every video, about like easy, cheap, affordable costumes, because like if you want to go out as like any Joker and you want to find something like, you know, cheap, and you don't want to spend like $1 million on like a suit, because his costumes are expensive and they're hard to find good ones. A friend of mine a long time ago, I can insert a picture, we went to a cosplay event, and he played the Joker, and I wanted him to be like the Arkham, like, Asylum Joker, but we had promised finding a costume for him, because like I said, it's borderline impossible to find a good one unless you buy an actual suit. And he could not find one to save his life, and he ended up buying this one, and I didn't even realize he bought the Cesar Romero one until like, it was like done. Like I was like, yeah, it looks good, whatever, buy it. Because it was like a week, 1 week before we had to go, and I was like, oh my god, he's not gonna have a costume, he's not gonna have costumes. So I was like, you know, just buy it, I don't care. Like I was so angry with him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I love you deep down, I promise. But I was just so frustrated. And he ends up getting it. It's like the worst fucking quality I've ever seen. This, what I'm wearing right now, is better quality than his costume. And his costume was like it was over like $100. I can get like an actual price, but like I don't even know if I want to know at this point, because that was not even plus shipping. And then he tried to like return it after like the cosplay thing, because he's like, I just spent like $100 on something that was shit. They like offered him $6 for a buyback, and I'm like, yeah. Anyway, I don't have like the pants or anything on or anything, because you're not going to see them, and I don't have like the shoes on. But like as of right now, this is a green shirt I got from Goodwill. They're really easy to find. It's just a typical green dress shirt. It doesn't really fully fit me. It's a man's shirt, but hey, it works. This pink jacket I've gotten years and years ago. Like I said, easy find. It's better than getting one off like the internet, like buying a actual like full costume set piece, because it's actually a lot more durable, because it's a real actual blazer that like women would wear to work. So when it comes to like looking for these costumes, I would literally go to Goodwill. I know like you've probably heard this a million times before. If you do cosplay, go to Goodwill, look for it through your sister stuff, look at your brother stuff, you know, it's easier than buying a full set. I would say never buy a full set unless it's someone you directly trust and you know they're gonna like make it, because when it comes to buying this, it's like when it comes to just buying them from like Halloween stores, we all know how Halloween costumes look. The quality is always shit for like overpriced things. Anyway, now this little thing is this is the last minute thing. I realized that he had this little guy here. This is actually a headband. It's an elastic headband, so he was like attached here and you like put it on. I just cut it. Literally, that's it, and tied it. And it works so well. Like, it looks good, and it was like $3. And I got a set of 3, so I use them for like a lot of things. That was one of them. So that was kind of just a creative thing. I mean, it's not like super creative, but I mean, it's easier than making your costume more complicated than it needs to be. Anyway, let's stop talking about this. Let's get into the actual conversation. Cesar Romero played the Joker from 1966 to 1968. He was in, I believe, the animated series, and he was in a Batman movie, which is just titled Batman. I don't know. He's with Adam West. That's all you need to know. He's with Adam West and Burt Ward. Okay? I'm just gonna like say it now, like a disclaimer. These are all my opinions. I don't really want to compare all of them. I think a lot of them are different styles of Joker. Some of them are more comical. And when you get to Heath Ledger wasn't based directly off of any comic. So I don't really like to compare them because I think they were all different times and all different Jokers. Therefore, they're all good and kind of bad in their own way. It's just kind of like who you prefer as the Joker. Now, first things first, other than me being the realist, this Joker is not my favorite. He's definitely near the bottom of my list. I love the Adam West Batman. I just never could enjoy him. And I think just because I have like this image set in my head of who he would be, it makes me kind of dislike him. But let me point out, he was the first guy to take the Joker from comic book to screen. And that is a huge deal. Having nothing else and no other actors behind you is kind of hard, you know? So he was the first guy to do that, and he had a pretty good laugh. I think his laugh was just spot on. I think there's a certain like formula to a Joker laugh, and I think he had it like down. I don't think it was like as creepy. It was more funny because he was a more comical guy, other than like scary Heath Ledger. But I think his laugh was pretty. Anyone else? Just me. I think, in general, he set a good template for other Jokers to come. He was the first one, like I've said a million times. I'm not trying to justify me not liking him or anything, but, like, justify me liking him. But he set a good template for everyone else. He wasn't, like, terrible, and, like, it's just, like, evolution. As time goes on, they adapt more, and they change, and they get better. So I think he set a good template for the Joker to get better and creepier and funnier throughout the years. I think he did a good job at that. Another comment, fuck that mustache. Fuck this mustache. Okay? Fuck this mustache. That makes me so angry. I understand he didn't shave it because he was in like soap operas. He was a Latin lover. Obviously not in Batman, he wasn't a Latin lover. But in other things, that's why he, like, refused to shave the mustache. It just makes me angry, though. Like, it's just me. But I think makeup at the time kind of also really let this guy down, because makeup now has changed so much through the years that, you know, you could keep a mustache. Like, I'm sure, like, you could cover it now. Like, nothing. But back then, it was a little harder, so... other than that, I think his costume didn't really suit him. Like, I understand they took it directly from the comics, but he wasn't even directly from the comics. Like, how he acted didn't really seem directly from the comics. It was just kind of average and kind of just okay for me. But I mean, I understand, like, they used this costume because it's the same costume from the comics. But I think some things can be modified for screen stuff, and I think that was, like, one of the situations. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say about Cesar Romero. He was one, in a way, he was kind of one of the best, because he was the first, and everyone will always hold on to, like, their childhood, saying, this guy was, like, my childhood, he was the first Joker, he means a lot to me, but that's just not really how I feel. He wasn't really, like, first Joker, obviously, but, I do have a pop toy of him. Yeah, it looks purple, but it's pink. My mom got this for me, and I love how, like, they literally put, I hope you can see it, they literally put his little, like, mustache in there. Like, they added his mustache, and I think that's funny as fuck. I don't know. But my mom knows I love Adam West Batman. We can get into Batman's, like, another little short series, but, Adam West is one of my favorite Batmans, so she got me this guy. Other than that, P.S., just add a note, I've had Cesar Romero's hair color. Insert photo somewhere. Anyway, yeah, I've had that guy's hair color, and it was not on purpose. Don't mind the makeup, I was just, like, testing stuff, just for funsies. So, like, I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I know it's kind of, like, weird, because I just started it, and you're kind of like, what do I expect? Just expect I'm going to do every makeup and kind of Joker look for each guy, and next is Jack Nicholson, and I'm really excited to talk about Jack Nicholson. He's, like, my favorite person ever, and I've done his makeup a million times. So, obviously not his actual makeup, like, his makeup on me, and I'm just trying to justify me being sad of never meeting him. I don't know. Anyway, next was Jack Nicholson. I hope you guys are excited for that. Conclusion of Cesar Romero. He's not my favorite, but he set a good template for everyone else. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.